And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And how about we check the numbers for R.J. Barrett?
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
Look at the 76ers starting group. George is the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's Oubre in at the 3, the small forward. And for Toronto, the guard spots filled by Quickly and Barrett. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. And it's Ingram in at the small forward position. Bringing this a fun time of year, mid-season basketball. From award races to juggling playoff pictures, it's terrific.
Yeah, you really get to see things taking shape. I like watching teams rise up and make the unexpected run. It makes the league so much more interesting.
For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Celtics in Boston. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Tim, an old school big man, Jakob Pirtle, still more than valuable in today's game.
Well, there certainly remains a place in this league for centers who defend the rim, rebound, and set screens. He might not be flashy, but he's a winning player.
No good on the free throw. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Tempo will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise. And with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It is a beautiful thing. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Good on the triple.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Quickly. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. There's the triple. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to George. And here's Embiid. Over to the wing. Embiid sets the pick for Edgecombe. Outside for George. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Now here's Ingram. Barnes passes to Quickly. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. Ingram wide open, and the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, I like the fact that Ingram didn't hesitate right there. Very decisive. He saw the shot, and he did not waste any time.
So it's Philadelphia now. Outside, Maxey. George way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Ingram on target from 13 feet. Ingram's got 5 points so far.
Well, that's a beautiful mid-range jumper that time by Ingram. Totally under control.
Outside, George. There's the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. We talked about Paul George and what his game plan was for keeping him in check. He said it's never going to be easy with him, but I told our guys I want constant communication. Talk when screens are coming, switch when we need to. We need to be highly active guarding him. Let's see how effective they are against him tonight. Guys?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Charity stripe shot, and Barrett with the basket on the assist by Barnes.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Pass to Edgecombe. Drills it from outside. 6 points for him. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so quickly, we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 2. Here's Ingram, and that one drops for him. The 76ers have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Oubre sets the screen for George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, that's a big part of Paul George's game. If he gets space from the three-point line, he is going to cook you.
Oubre against Ingram. Lets it go. That shot is off.
Gotta knock down that shot. When you don't, you're letting the defense off the hook.
Maxey sets a screen for Edgecombe. Pass to George. Oh, good with the triple. Raptors trail by 3. Now Pirtle. Active quickly. For 3, Ingram. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first set.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCabe looks to continue his promising start. Ingram's a revelation last season. Let's not forget, number 3 pick BJ Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
Has been fun to watch. A lot of focus as always this year. And as we hit the mid-season surge, let's check out the standings and how they're shaping up. Taking a look at Toronto. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And of course, there's the 76ers. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And when I look at Toronto, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
Well, this is kind of where we expected them to be. They're a very good team, maybe even great, but they are still one level below the very top.
Now, quickly. He has yet to score. Top the key, Barnes. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Barnes putting on that hard hat, using that size in close to get work done.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Oubre outside. Here's Embiid. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that. Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Edgecombe with it. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. And Embiid throws it down.
If Embiid gets the ball anywhere close to the hoop, it's an automatic dunk.
Now, here's Quickly. Outside, Barrett. In the corner, it's Ingram. Beyond the arc. And again, it's Toronto with a 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Drains it from beyond the arc. George has got 12 in the game.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Toronto's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Barnes looking around. Clock at 6. Hurdle with a screen on George. And here's Barnes for 3. No good there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The Raptors with the lead. Barrett kicks to Quickly. Back to Barrett. And it's denied. Here's Edgecombe. He's got 6. Pass to Maxey. And here's Oubre. Here's Embiid. Barrett covering. George with no one around. That's good, and it's Embiid with the assist. He's got 15.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
And Tim, I think it's safe to say that Kelly Oubre is an eccentric guy.
Well, Kevin, he's got the tattoos, the painted fingernails, certainly not afraid to express himself stylistically. And in this league, if you can play, well, the dress code is flexible.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss. And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Maxey on the wing. To the left wing. Embiid inside. Defended by Pirtle. Embiid, no good. Ingram attacking. And it's good. 2 points. Ingram's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Well, I'll tell you what, that pull-up jumper is so tough to stop because of the high release point. Brandon Ingram got himself a better angle.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. For a different look here. Let's now go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. The 76ers third.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
Now here's Drummond. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Here's McCain. Hits it from three-point range. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this league.
Here's Ingram. He's got 20. Picked his pocket. Bobbed up there for Drummond. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Pass to Shed. In the corner, it's Ingram. Launches a 3. He's off on that one.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Back to George. Pass to Grimes. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Raptors trail by 6. Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. Carried from 15 feet out.
Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water, and when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Pass to Barlow. Outside, George to the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Here's McCain. Alter pulls it in. Toronto's gone 4-7 from three-point range so far in the first. And last season, Vince Carter became the first player ever to have his jersey retired, Tim, by the Raptors.
So well deserved. And look, prime Vince Carter is exactly the kind of player Toronto is still looking for. A 3-level elite scorer.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Al LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason, I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. Guys?
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. And he makes the first. And one thing when a team underperforms like Philly did last season, Tim, they often bounce back.
Well, it always comes down to health, Kevin. If they have that, it feels like the East is wide open. They are going to have a chance to make some noise.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Barnes gets it to fall from the right block.
And that's what the scouting report says. Give Barnes the jumper, but that time he made you pay.
Outside, George to the paint. It's tipped. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Shed. Finished off the break. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Here's McCain. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Pass to Embiid. 3-pointer. A rebound by Shed. Here's Abaji. And here is Barnes. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. With 1 on the clock. And no luck back with that time on the buzzer beater. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. 76ers on. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Edwards. Embiid going all out.
What a vicious throwdown. You get there late, you get your feelings hurt.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Toronto's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Barnes. Hits the jump hook. Barnes has got it all tied up now for Toronto.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now McCain. Edwards with the screen for McCain. Pass to Barlow. 6 on the shot clock. Pulls up. Shot by Grimes. No good. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
It's a nice ball movement here by the 76ers. That shot wide open. McCain's got 6.
Well, McCain's confidence right now is off the charts. You saw how ready he was to fire that as soon as he touched it.
Pass to Murray Boyle. Barnes outside. Barnes with another miss. The 76ers leading. Here's Barlow. And Barnes sends it back.
And Barnes is showing you he is more than a capable defender.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, don't think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Grady Diggs checked in for the Raptors.
Number 1, Grady Diggs.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The shot by Barlow, no good. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Here's Walter. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Celtics in Boston.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Now here's Edwards. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Pass to Embiid. On the clock, and they double up Embiid. Here's McCain. Another miss by Philadelphia. Toronto trailing. Here's Murray Boyd. Pass to Barnes. Here's Walter. Guarded by Embiid. Here's Abaji. And the Raptors miss again. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And you talk about physical dominance combined with skill. Tim, at his peak, where does Joel Embiid rank?
Well, Kevin, I'm not sure we've ever seen a 7-footer with this combination of power and three-point shooting touch. Injuries really are the only thing that have slowed him down.
Here's Walter. Nothing on the board. Down low. Here's Barnes. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The 76ers have gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Pass to Embiid. Oh, the jam by Embiid.
And it's no secret that Embiid enjoys the spotlight. When he gets a chance to show off some, he seizes it.
Here's Walter. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Here's Murray Boyd. Barnes screen on Embiid to the inside. Oh, and a dunk by Barnes.
Now, once he takes flight, Barnes can really make some adjustments in the air.
It's a close game here in Toronto. Pass to Embiid. Back to McCain. Now here's Embiid. Physical play by Embiid inside.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
Here's Walter. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. In the 3rd spot, Tyrese Maxey. And of course, VJ Edgecombe.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Brittle with the ball. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. And that one's good. Ingram.
A natural board scorer. Ingram is a walking bucket, and he can beat you in so many ways.
Now, here's Oubre. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Inside, here's Barnes, and the dunk by Barnes.
Now, Barnes really gets off the ground. He is just an effortless athlete.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. The three from George connects from three-point range. George has got 21 in the game.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Now here's Burger. He was all alone on that one. Quickly's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, I just love how calm Quickly looked that time, draining that answer three. No big deal.
The three from George. Another three for Philadelphia.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
Now here's Ingram. 24 points for him. And here's Barnes for three. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game. So, Tim, when you look at what wins in this NBA, many say the heyday of the super team has come and gone. Why is that?
Well, I believe the new collective bargaining agreement has made it awfully difficult for teams to pay 3 stars and also fill out their roster with complementary role players.
So what's the answer? How do teams build?
I think the answer Oklahoma City has captured. You have to have great chemistry, certainly a star at the top, and then guys that understand the pecking order of that team. I think that's how you get it done and build around defense.
Great example. Outside, George. Oubre against Ingram. Oubre on the wing. 6 to shoot. All alone. Toronto grabs the miss. Pirtle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
The 76ers trail by 6. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
There is nothing better than a big win on the road for team chemistry. It is something you can build on.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid, and it's Edgecombe in for Quentin Grimes. Now here's Drummond, still scoreless. George passes to Maxey. That ball's nice feed that time from George.
Yeah, it's big for Tyrese Maxey's confidence when he's connecting from that deep because he is a volume shooter from the three-point line.
Here's Murray Boyle. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And even after all those three-pointers he hit in that first quarter, looks like the D still didn't learn its lesson as they've left him open for another one. Pass
to Edgecombe. outside. George fires from deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
The 76ers trail by 6. Maxey passes to Drummond. Outside, Maxey sinks the triple. Maxey's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the 76ers.
The shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
Ingram outside. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
That's solid defense. Ingram is just too long.
Outside, Maxey. Oubre outside. Another three for Philadelphia. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Ingram. Four on the clock. Maxey with the block. Quickly against Oubre. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
That free throw, no good. The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. And he sinks the second. 1:22 left in the first half. Ingram outside. From 17 feet out. Second chance shot, and Pirtle lays it up and in. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Yeah, his teammates and coaches love that right there. Second chance opportunities by Pirtle.
George in the post. Pirtle's there. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. .44 seconds left now here in the second. Quickly looking it over. It's Ingram on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Over Grimes. Count it, and the Philadelphia lead has been cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Ingram.
Ingram understands what his team needs from him in this offense, and that means looking to score.
Toronto's gone 4 of 6 from long range in the second quarter. Solid shooting. Here's Murray Boyle. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And here's George for 3. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Raptors. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. We come back right after this.
welcome to halftime. First things first, a look ahead at other games on the docket tonight. The Timberwolves will face off against the Cavaliers out in Cleveland. That one gets going at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Two of the best in the league in that one.
What a measuring stick game. A good chance to see how good your team really is.
And what about Brandon Ingram, fellas? We've seen some good stuff from him in this game.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half, and why not? The results speak for themselves.
From the naked eye, he just looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Isn't
Ernie, what is a naked eye?
I was just about to say, isn't the eye always naked?
It is.
Well, no, if you put glasses on.
Ooh.
Well, glasses like clothes. Eye clothes. Let's start a new company, Kenny.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And Barrett has got the ball here for Toronto. They lead by 1. The post pairing, Barnes playing alongside Pirtle. Perimeter pairing, Barrett and Ingram. And it's quickly in at the 1 spot. That's the groove starting the second half for Darko Rajakovic. Edgecombe with the steal. And George with the stuff.
And this is exactly what Paul George does out there. He uses all of that skill to pick apart the defense.
The Raptors shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Greg, we know something every scout liked about B.J. Edgecombe was his raw physical ability.
Yeah, many felt he was already NBA ready in terms of his physique. He's fast, he's strong, and he can just leap out of the gym. No waiting for him to fill out. This guy is ready to go.
Now here's Ingram. Kelly Oubre unable to get his last shot to go.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
To the middle, here's Embiid, and Barnes sends it back.
A tremendous defense there from Barnes. That 7'2" wingspan coming in handy.
Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. And the layup is good. Quickly's got 10.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Maxey. He's got 12. Oubre, good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here's Quickly. Trailing by 2. And it's Ingram missing.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Here's George. Knocks down the step back J. George has got 28.
Yeah, Paul George is just a great mid-range jump shooter.
George against Barnes. And here's Ingram from the arc. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Pass to Barnes. Now Barrett. Will it go? Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's George. And Pirtle pulls it down. Ingram against Oubre. On the wing quickly. side, Barrett. Lock at 6. From downtown. And again, Toronto no up.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Embiid with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Embiid. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Raptors trail by 6. Ingram right side. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Ingram's got 34.
If Ingram gets a good look from out there, he will not hesitate.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Maxey finds Oubre. Back to Maxey. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Maxey's got the lead back up to 6 now for Philadelphia. Now, quickly. He's got 10. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Barrett. Into the lane. And Barrett slams it in.
That is a powerful drive by Barrett. When he plays like that, he's almost unstoppable.
The 76ers leading by 4. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Embiid with the power.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Toronto, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
It's a tough stretch for him right now. He may want to find a different way to stay involved.
Here's Maxey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
And one of the things I love about Maxey, he has relentless energy. It doesn't matter what defense is thrown at him, he is constantly hunting his offense.
Shooting 2.
He throw good, Maxey. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. Maxey hits them both. Tim, one thing about the NBA, there is never a shortage of exciting young players to watch and cover. Who are you excited about in watching them grow and take it from this point forward?
Well, I love 2 big lead guards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Cade Cunningham certainly come to mind. Both of those guys are established stars in this league, and yet there is still so much more they can add to their games. The sky is the limit.
And they seem to have the right attitude. Am I right in your assessment?
They are guys that everybody wants to play with. They're mature as leaders as well.
Raptors trail by 5. Here's Barnes. Great D that time from Oubre.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey. Hands it from downtown. Maxey's got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia.
That's beautiful right there by Maxey. You can play him off the ball or on the ball. Tyrese will find a way to beat you.
Now, here's Barrett. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Edgecombe. Outside, Maxey tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Here's Barnes. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And right where he wants to be. It's so dangerous letting Barnes get inside like that. Outside,
Maxey. to 5 on the shot clock. Stolen by Quickly. From 10 feet out, again Toronto.
That is such a creative move. With the ball in his hands, Quickly can really be special.
Quickly against Maxey. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
I love the determination of Tyrese Maxey. Has turned himself into a natural scorer, and he is always hunting the next bucket.
Raptors trail by 3. Here's Quickly. He's got 12. Barnes passes to Barrett. Pirtle, high post. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Pirtle's got 5 now.
Yeah, Pirtle has a beautiful touch around that rim.
The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Back to Maxey. Oubre for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Oubre's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, 3 triples already for him. That's his 2nd of the quarter. This could be a huge night for him.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's Maxey. 22 points for him. Pass to George. Now Embiid, defended by Pirtle. From 8. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. For the tie, and again it's Toronto converted.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
Outside, George. And again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for 3-pointers in a single game.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
Now here's Embiid. 10 points for him.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Quickly, that's for 2. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And they're on the 2K leaderboard of the teams that have been tormenting opponents defensively this month. In 4th, the Raptors.
And they have really been focused on picking up their defensive effort, playing passing lanes, pressuring ball handlers, and trying to contest every shot.
Here's Drummond, still without a basket. McCain with the ball. Now Grimes. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. And the 76ers lead by 3. Toronto shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point.
Yeah, no hesitation that time by Pirtle. Never shy about scoring.
Here's Edgecombe. He has 6. Pass to McCain. A three-pointer, no good. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Now, here's Quickly. He's got 14. Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Grimes. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Quickly. Arlo grabs the rebound. The 76ers shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. You know, their execution has been on point. Back to McCain. Cranes the three-pointer. McCain's got 9.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Hurdle finds Quickly. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
That's his first from distance this half, which gives him 3 for the night.
51 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to McCain. They set the screen over Quickly, and the 76ers tack on 2 more. Raptors trail by 3. Now here is Pirtle. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Murray Boyd. Pirtle sets the pick for Quickly. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Year in and year out, Quickly's three-point shooting has been very consistent.
Here's McCain. 11 points in the game. Got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Brandon Ingram. He's been the guy making things happen for the Toronto Raptors. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Back to the action in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the 76ers, we've got Jared McCain. He's out there with Quentin Grimes. Edwards is out there with Embiid. And it's Marlowe in at the 4-man position.
And looming large on the interior. Embiid, hard to deny.
Toronto trailing. Here's Murray Boyle. Pass to Abaji. Barnes screen on Edwards. Abaji can't get it to go. It's Grimes on the wing. Now McCain. Back to Grimes. Ball stolen. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Pass to Barnes. Over McCain. Barnes can't get it to go.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
At the line for one.
One shot.
Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Murray Boyle. Inside. Puts the move on. And the layup is up and in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
McCain with the ball. Now here's Embiid. Six to shoot. And they double up Embiid. The big man Embiid converts inside.
And you have to like how they're getting the ball inside this half. They didn't have as much success in the paint earlier, but they're finally getting it done down low.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Embiid, no good on that one.
Well, there's just so much to love about Joel Embiid. Obviously, the power is there, but so is the skill. He can really shoot it, and it's why he's been an MVP in this league.
Here's McCain. Pass to Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Grimes. Off target from outside.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And it's Barnes shutting it down.
That is a beautiful delivery, and Barnes was not going to waste that opportunity.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Embiid sets the pick for McCain. Here's Grimes. A three-pointer is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 6.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He knows every possession is critical now. The Raptors making a switch here. Ingram's checked in, and the 76ers also making a change. Maxey's checked in for Edwards. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Here's Shed. Barnes outside. Those three-pointers off the mark.
Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Barlow. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Embiid bulldozing inside.
So even with all that traffic, Embiid is so calm and collected near the rim.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Barnes. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Barlow's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Barnes sends it back. Pass to Walter. Back to Ingram. Barnes dishes to Ingram. Shed. He's covered by Maxey. Shot on the wing, and it's Shed missing.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Maxey passes to Embiid. Great touch from 3 from Embiid.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Ingram outside. To stop the run, and he drops it in from the low post. Ingram's got 41.
And few guys in this league make more contested, difficult shots than Brandon Ingram. He's got so much confidence.
Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey from outside the arc. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Ingram outside. Here's Shed. Over Maxey. Barlow grabs the rebound. Barlow's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Bounce pass Maxey. It's McCain on the wing. Outside, Maxey takes a 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. And here is Barnes. Pass to Shed. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Barnes screen on Maxey. Here's Murray Boyle. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. Grimes has got the lead up to 14 now for the 76ers. And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Here's Ingram. 76ers getting the bucket. To end the drought. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Grimes passes to Maxey. 3-pointer by Embiid. And it's Ingram with the rebound. Ingram's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Murray Boyle.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. The 76ers leading by 14. Now McCain. Pass to Maxey. Fires the three. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Just give him the ball. This guy is shooting lights out from deep.
The Raptors shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. Here's Ingram. And the basket is good. The call goes his way, and we could be looking at a three-point play. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the 76ers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Another thing they've done really well in this game is their focus on the three-point shot. They're doing a great job of spreading the floor and then hitting those perimeter shots.
So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
George, no good.
Well, that was a great challenge at the rim and a difficult adjustment to make.
Offensive rebound, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle. Great game for him. Double-double down. 11 points and 13 rebounds.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
And he showed you great timing as well. Offensive rebounding, one of his specialties.
Scooped up. A nice shot by Embiid.
Embiid is owning the offensive glass right now, using his size to dominate inside.
Raptors trail by 14. Outside Ingram. Shot clock at 6. Count the basket.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Outside, Maxey. Now Embiid. Here's Maxey. Launches it. Pirtle there for the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Barrett outside. Puts it up. Oh, the jumper goes.
Well, that ball was in and out of the hands of R.J. Barrett so quickly. He did not give the defense any time to react.
Philadelphia's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Embiid. The shot misses. Fast break Toronto. 17-foot shot away. Nails the jumper.
I love when R.J. Barrett gets out in the open floor and runs. He can really use that athleticism.
Now Embiid. There's Embiid with the dunk.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Raptors trail by 10. Ingram left side. Pirtle. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
Yeah, scoring off of missed shots. That's a big part of his game.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. A deep three. And it doesn't go. Not a lot of time left for the Raptors in this one. Ingram with it. George picks him up. Ingram against George. Ingram right side. 5 to shoot.
Yeah, that's a really big play by Barrett right there. He shrugged off the pressure and showed great veteran poise.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. The 76ers shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Embiid. Pirtle there for the rebound. Game could be on the line right here.
It's now or never.
It's good. Well, they really needed that one right there, and Ingram came through in a big moment.
Defensive foul. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Toronto, Brandon Ingram. One shot.
Ingram, no good on the free throw, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Embiid, a huge two-handed slam.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and Embiid did it right there.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
They're trying to get back in this thing. They need a score.
You have to be smart here. If they're successful, the foul has got to happen quickly.
Seven-second difference, shot and game clock.
And all that length that Ingram possesses is really tough to guard against. It's why defenses resort to fouling him.
At the line for Toronto, Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And they go to the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the 76ers, Paul George, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, adding these extra points is a huge difference this late in the game.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Here's Quickly. Jacks up a three. A three-pointer. Good.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
15 foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, analytics aside, players making important free throws is always valued by their teams.
And the Raptors call time here. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
Still a sliver of hope.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Here's Quickly. And he does not hit. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Brandon Ingram. Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the 76ers, Edgecombe. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. And yep, another basket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. So the 76ers win it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this one up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Tyrese Maxey.